Find an idea or a service that people are willing to pay you for and go for it. Just start. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Future Internet Billionaire. My name is Josh, and today we are going to talk about why you do not need a college degree to start the next great company. Let's dive in. You may not need a college degree, but you do need coffee to build the next great company. Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft, net worth $110 billion. Jack Dorsey, founder of Twitter and Square, net worth $4.9 billion. Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, net worth over $11 billion. R.I.P. Steve. Micheal Dell, founder of Dell Computers, net worth $27.2 billion. Let's go non-tech. Dave Thomas, founder of Wendys fast food restaurants, net worth over $100 million. Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group. You might know them from Virgin Flights, cruises, phones, records. Net worth $4.1 billion. John Mackey, founder of Whole Foods, net worth over $100 million. Auntie Beiler, founder of Auntie Ann's Pretzels, net worth over $100 million. Josh Pagley, founder of Docspace, net worth, future estimation, hopefully over $1 billion. That's the goal. I don't have a college degree either. This list goes on and on and on. Seriously, like it was hard to limit down the list. I wanted to rattle off like 100 names because there are hundreds of entrepreneurs that have achieved wild success without a college degree. Actually, and if you look at those names, it's actually not just entrepreneurs. It's actually some of the greatest entrepreneurs and founders of companies of our generation and generations past that have started these empires without a college degree, or they went to college only to drop out realizing they didn't need it. So you tell me if you need a college degree just based on all of these people that I rattled off. I maybe didn't mention somebody that you know that you think is super cool. Let me know down below if there's another really cool entrepreneur that I didn't say that doesn't have a college degree. I would love to know. One of my favorites is actually JC Hall. He's the founder of Hallmark Group. Very under the radar, kind of more obviously in the past, it was 100 years ago that he started Hallmark, but based on history, love that. I think it's a great founder, cool company. Let me know which one's your favorite. I'm about to say something controversial. So, mull it over, think it over. A college professor that has a PhD, right? Like I think that's like 10 years of school. I don't know how long it is. I know it's a lot of schooling. PhD in business and entrepreneurship will know less about how to actually run and build a business, a successful business in today's market than a successful, seasoned, everyday entrepreneur. I know that's a bold statement, but let me point something out that's very true. There is a very real difference between head knowledge, book knowledge, actually I should say book knowledge, not head knowledge, book knowledge, and real world experience. Now let me throw an example at you so you could think further about this. I have actually met people, usually it's people in the fantasy sports space where they play, they have teams, they recruit. They know every detail and style and stat about basketball. They know the fundamentals, who's gonna shoot what percentage from what free throw line, just everything. I don't know too much about sports, but they know everything. They will talk for hours and hours and hours about it. But if you put them on a basketball court with even probably most high school players or a college player, they will get whooped at the actual sport, let alone a pro player. Why is this? Because all they have is head knowledge. There's a different instinct, a feel, an experience that you have by being an actual pro. A lot of pros probably don't know a lot of stats about every other team and all the best stuff in the world, but they have mastered their actual experience and skill set by doing it day in and day out. Now that's something I would really like you to think about. 10 years and years of studying a book knowledge is very different than somebody that does does it day in, day out, and has that instinct, has that gut that can tell them when something's gonna work or not. Now, even though book knowledge, which is what these professors have, if they've never actually really started a real business, professors have book knowledge, right? They are studying things, and a lot of times, even a PhD, for many, many years. But here's what I'd like to point out to you. The things that they're studying in the books are things that entrepreneurs without college degrees have done, succeeded, invented, or figured out. And then it's been documented. And then your professor's learning about it and then teaching it to you. They're teaching you about things that have worked in the past and just been documented. Even though not all theories and information becomes immediately outdated, in the world of the internet and online businesses, a year ago, even 1 year ago, strategy or thing that worked is like a lifetime ago. There's a principle in business. It's adapt or die. And adapt meaning you can't do the same thing you've always done. You can't do the things that have worked in years past all the time and continue and still have that edge and still succeed. Change is too fast. Consumers change. Distribution channels change. Strategies change, man. What people want to buy, what things need to be in order to capture the attention of an audience needs to change in order to actually reach and build a business. You can't afford to bet on information that's 1, 2, 3, 10 years old. Things move too fast in the world of business, especially in this digital age that we live in. You could miss out on a huge trend because you're still running print ads, and that's like significantly irrelevant depending on what type of business you're in. Every business is different. Every business has to adapt. But you may be learning about theories that worked for a magazine company that succeeded 10 years ago, 5 years ago, but you're building a tech startup for, let's say, retail companies, and it's like, how does the principles of a magazine company, I'll tell you, like some principles are great. Profit and making sure your P&Ls look great. Like fundamental business things are great and those are relevant. But like how to actually build, adapt, and grow and survive and continue to gain market share and launch this thing is absolutely different in strategy from a tech company to a magazine company. So you can't be learning about that stuff. It's not relevant. When we're talking about education, higher education, and learning from PhDs, I don't recommend that, but what I would recommend is being a self-educator. Become your own professor. Learn how to learn. Learn how to learn. The greatest entrepreneurs are self-educators. You can't invent something new by reading or learning or just following the pattern of what everybody else has done. In order to learn, invent, and actually get an edge, you have to be somebody that's an independent thinker and an independent learner. You have to be able to grab information from different sources, put it together, and think, how can I use this in a different way? How can I use this in a new way that it's never been done before? Self-educate. Be a self-learner. Books, courses, just market research, data, whatever you can get. Learn from other people, get mentors, people that have gone before you. You're better off spending 5 years, 10 years working directly under an entrepreneur who's doing it day in and day out than going to get your PhD in entrepreneurship. You will learn more by working underneath that entrepreneur for 10 years and be more prepared to start your own business after that 10 years of working under the entrepreneur than you will by getting your PhD in business. I promise you that. So what do you do if you're set on college? One, don't get set. Stop that. But if you are absolutely determined to go to college, then get something that's not entrepreneurship. Actually, get something that'll be useful for you in business. Something like finance, maybe a law degree, or if you're like we mentioned earlier, if you're going into the biochemical space and you want to start a company around that industry, maybe go be a biochemist. Do something that will actually help you, information that will actually help you as a skill set to build your business. Entrepreneurship degrees are just going to teach you theory. They're just going to teach you high-level information that I honestly don't believe is going to help you start a business. You can learn all that stuff online for a fraction of the time and within 6 months of all the stuff you probably need to learn from a business degree, and do it yourself at a fraction of the cost and do it within a year, and then go start your business instead of waiting 4 years and learning a bunch of irrelevant information and delaying the whole thing of starting your business. Now, if I was starting out again in the world of business and entrepreneurship, here's exactly what I would do. This is my pattern from being an entrepreneur. Now, again, I've only been an entrepreneur for just under 5 years now, so I still consider myself a baby entrepreneur, but I would go ahead and skip the education and start a business. Just start off in a business. I don't care if it's a lawn care business, I don't care if it's a tech company, just get into a business and start building it. You're gonna learn so much about sales and management and growth and marketing, actually providing and communicating a service that adds value to people so that they'll pay you for it. Just dive in. You don't need all this stuff before that. You definitely don't need the college degree. Just dive in and start. That's going to give you the best education you can, because when you're in the path, you're on the quest to just make it happen, to succeed, even on a simple level, even if it's only like 5-10 grand a month that your business is generating, you still are going to get an incredible education. If you're looking on how to start an actual business idea, I actually have previous videos about where I talk about how to find a good business idea, how to start it, how to actually launch a startup. Go ahead and check those videos out. Now again, this video was more of a high level, just almost like a plea to you that if you're an entrepreneur, you don't need to go down that 4-year path. If your parents are telling you, no, we want you to go get the 4-year degree, or somebody told you that's not an entrepreneur and has no actual experience saying, oh no, you should probably go get a business degree. Just ignore that. Take it from an actual entrepreneur. Take it from all the people that I listed that don't have degrees or dropped out of college. You don't need it. Find an idea or a service that people are willing to pay you for and go for it. Just start. That's the most important thing. Go get a self-education, be a self-educator, and be a hustler, and go out and build your business. That's the best way to actually become an entrepreneur in this day and age, and learn the latest, the greatest survival techniques on how to launch the next big thing, or to launch the business of your dreams, regardless of the scale. I hope this video was insightful. I hope it was a little bit maybe inspirational. I didn't go to college. I really don't believe you need one. Let me know what you think below. Go ahead and comment. I'd love to hear other people's opinions. I don't want to be narrow-minded, but I really strongly believe this, so go ahead and try and convince me otherwise. But other than that, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I hope it was helpful and inspirational to you. I love that you join me and take time out of your day. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.